Good evening and welcome to the 14th Annual Neighborhood Organization Volunteer Awards, also known as the NOVAs. My name is Brooke Ash and I'm the Caring Communities Program Director at Community Partnership of the Ozarks. On behalf of Community Partnership, we are thankful for the opportunity to celebrate the many accomplishments and people that make up your neighborhood associations, even if it's not in our usual fashion. This year's NOVA event is obviously different than in years past due to COVID. However, despite the fact that we aren't able to celebrate with you all in person, we couldn't let the opportunity pass without marking this annual event in a meaningful way. Our theme this year is Silver Linings, Learning to Dance in the Rain. We chose this theme because we really wanted to acknowledge the challenges that 2020 unexpectedly brought our way, while still being able to celebrate the resilience that it has created for us all. Even though storms come our way, it's not about waiting for them to pass, it's about learning how to dance through them. Our program for the evening consists of a few words from our NOVA sponsor, a special keynote speaker, recognition of our NOVA Award recipients, and finally, the Bass Pro Cheering Challenge. And now, please help me welcome our NOVA event sponsor, Rich Callahan, with Air Services Heating, Cooling, and All Services Professional Plumbing.
Thanks, Brooke. Hi everyone, I'm Rich Callahan with Air Services Heating and Air Conditioning and All Service Plumbing. One thing about Air Services Heating and Air Conditioning is we're a locally owned heating, air conditioning, and plumbing company that focuses on the customer service experience. All of our technicians are not only trained before they come on the job, but they're trained every week. We do continuous training, and most of that training includes customer service training along with technical training. So we make sure that we're providing the best service in your home. And we are very honored and privileged to once again to sponsor the NOVA Banquet. We love to be part of the NOVA. We just think that one of our philosophies at Air Services, we give back to the community. The community gives to us and gives us our living, then it's only the responsibility of Air Services or any businesses to give back to our communities. And what better way is to give it back to the NOVA Banquet and the neighborhoods around Springfield. So we're really happy to be part of this, and we'll continue to do it hopefully for years to come. Back to you, Brooke.
Thank you, Rich. Our keynote for the evening is a 4-time Emmy Award-winning television host, writer, actor, and improviser. He's the host of The Mystery Hour, a syndicated late-night talk show, as well as for a radio program on 92.9 The Beat. He has a podcast called Make Something Where You Are, helped create and star in the viral hit Instagram Husband, and lives right here in Springfield. Please help me welcome the one and only Jeff Houghton.
People of the neighborhoods. I am Jeff Houghton. It's a pleasure to speak to you. Yes, I'm so excited by the work you guys do. Volunteer work, making our neighborhoods great. Like that's an honorable task, and it does not go unnoticed. It's a big deal, taking care of the areas around you and making the city great one neighborhood at a time. It's so awesome. So the theme is silver linings, right? So let's talk about silver linings. Silver linings, you don't have silver linings unless the rest of it is hard. If everything's good, it's just good times, then there's no silver linings. It's all silver. And that's not 2020. Unless you're a local toilet paper baron, the heir to the Sharman Empire, Reginald Sharman. I know we've all wished at least once we could be Reginald Sharman. When you're in good times, you don't have to look for silver linings. It's easy. Everything's silver. But man, we're in a silver linings time, aren't we? Let's start with some recognition of where we're at. I mean this honestly. Stop. Breathe for a second. If there's anything I've learned in therapy, it's that you have to stop and validate when things are hard, right? So let's validate. Things have been difficult this year, and it's a good jokey thing to joke about on social media, but it's been difficult, hard, right? I don't know about you, but my income went away, just poof, in March or so. Basing a career on gathering crowds, as it turns out, was not that great of an idea. Shouldn't have done that. Health concerns. It's scary. We're talking about sickness and death. It's hard. Maybe you know someone that suffered from it or passed away. It's hard. So economics, how about that? Like just the economics of everything. This is a hard time. Am I saying that clear? It's okay to feel overwhelmed by it. You can stop, breathe. All the negative things you're feeling are valid. And now we've got monoliths just appearing and disappearing and reappearing. Saved by the Bell came back, which means that you're old. And you ask your body for a second opinion, your body's like, yep, verified. And I don't even know if Santa's coming this year, because Santa is old, obese. He's high risk. I hope he shouldn't be traveling. Visiting houses, but I'm going to miss the presents. Okay, so this is fun. I've enjoyed on social media the if 2020 was a blank. I've really enjoyed those. So follow along with me. Let me pull these up. If 2020 was a blank. Okay. If 2020 was a bag of chips, it would be orange juice and toothpaste. Right? Okay. If 2020 was toilet paper, yow! No thank you. If 2020 were a piñata, that's pretty funny. If 2020 was a scented candle, that's just about right. Okay, and then there's a video one I wanted to do. Okay, this is if 2020 was a downhill bike race in the snow, I guess. Check this out. Check this out. Why are they riding bikes down a mountain? One person's down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Oh. This is no good. Okay, they're gonna recover. Surely everyone's gonna stop. They're gonna recover. This is like as we're going through the different months coming up with fall. Okay, surely they'll all be able to stop, right? No, they're on bikes in the snow, going down a mountain. It just continues. Oh no, look at all these people. Whew. Okay, moving on. So, there we go. We validated our feelings, our 2020 feelings. That sounds good. Let's move on. But first, a commercial break. Check this out. Here's a quick commercial for you. Now I'm going to find it for you. Here it is. Here's a commercial break for you. Just for this time of year. You know, it's the romantic time of year. Here we go.
You just know when the time is right. They're the one that has always been there for you. A shoulder to cry on. Your favorite person to laugh with. Your best friend. And you want to keep it that way.
I really value our friendship.
Presenting the "we should just be friends" ring. Because you can tell, he's assuming it's going in a different direction. And it's time to right the ship.
You mean so much to me. You are like a brother to me.
Handcrafted, sterling silver featuring a platonic handshake, a clear signifier of a beloved friendship, and nothing more. Be Friends ring brilliantly says, none of these have been dates, but I would love to keep doing trivia night together. It's a symbol that perfectly illustrates to him where he should sit on the couch. The artisan ring features no beginning or end, creating a friend zone where he will always remain. The side hug of jewelry that tells your buddy, we should just be friends. Every kiss begins with, okay, cool, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
There you go. Have you been there before? I have. All right, here we go. Let's move into silver linings, right? This is what we're talking about. We're talking about silver linings. We validated, we had a commercial break. Here's some silver linings as I've discovered from 2020. Zoom. We all figured out how to stream or watch streaming. And yes, Zoom sucks. It's not as good as in person. And in March, we didn't know any of this. But now we know it. And we know enough to not like it. And we get to see what people's houses look like. The cleanest corner of their house. We get to hear how they talk to their spouse. Not right now. Not right now. I'm on a call. We get to hear, we get to meet their misbehaving children, right? Their pets, like my cat, Junior. I'm a little kitty cat. Meow. I've got it all. Fur. Claws. Attitude. Meow. That is so disturbing. I apologize. That cat. That cat's no good. It watches me when I sleep. Okay. Speaking of streaming, streams. I have loved getting outside. At the end of each summer, I generally say to my wife, we did not take advantage of living in the Ozarks this year. We live in a beautiful part of the country. And I don't know about you, but I have spent so much more time in the beautiful Ozarks this year. We went down to Arkansas, and we saw a bear. It was running away from us gladly. Also saw an alpaca. Moo. It's not better than the cat. That's worse than the cat. I'm sorry. Okay, what else? Family time is a great silver lining. Being home more has meant truly quality time with the family. And I have really, really appreciated it. It makes me want to work less, travel less. But it's also made me be on the computer more. I mean, just the way things are. I found myself on the computer more. And, computers, good and bad. Here, watch this video. So please respect robots. You guys still with me? This is still okay? Okay. It's also been a time to get creative, like with activities and like coming up with things to do with my kids. And then also I've been thinking about like Springfield, right? The work you guys do. Springfield. It's kind of an odd thing when you are more isolated. You're in a city, but then you don't feel like you're interact with it as much, But I've found that like there's these small things that I love. Like there's like great things we tout about Springfield. Some really cool things. Route 66, Wonders of Wildlife, downtown burgeoning, and all kinds of different things. But I really love, this part isn't humorous, maybe it is, but I really love like small things. I just realized as I drive around town, there's like really small things that I appreciate. So here's some from a variety of town, just for you guys, of things that underrated things about Springfield. Here we go. Oak Grove. Any of you all from Oak Grove? This small former unincorporated like town, like there's an old school and there's a secret park. It's what I tell my 8-year-old is a secret park. George Washington Carver Park. Do you know about this? It's between like Cherry and Grand, and it's got some woods, and then there's no sign for it or anything, so it feels like you're in a secret park. Okay, speaking of parks, Grant Beach. I learned that Grant Beach used to be a beach. That's a cool park. Okay. How about the West Central neighborhood? West Walnut. I'm going to say this. The other, East Walnut, I guess, Walnut Street, gets all the love. But West Walnut is very cool. And the little like Route 66 park, and they redid the sidewalks and the lighting, the little strip of businesses. It's cool. I think that area is underrated and going to be like cherished in a few years, more than, or as it should be, more than it is now. Okay, Phelps Grove. This feels like an area of town that all college towns should have. It's like a mixture of like bungalow rentals and homeowners. In Phelps Grove, there used to be a zoo there and a lake. Come on. 2 thumbs up. Pythian Castle. We have a castle, strangely surrounded by a college and National Guard. But it's so cool. I love the little theater in there. There's a small theater and it feels like you're in the 1920s or something. Okay. Woodland Heights. Shout out to Woodland Heights. Woodland Heights is gorgeous. Brick sidewalks, these grand old homes, and then also like other like smaller homes that are well kept. It's on the rise and I love it. I feel like it should be one of those cherished neighborhoods, and I think we're starting to appreciate it more. Okay. Doling Park, staying on the north side. Doling Park is very cool, and I love like the history of it. That the lake used to be big, and there were like amusement park rides. There's this big thing into the water, and there's a cave, like a legit cave. Doling Park. Oh, and there used to be roller skating there. Come on. Okay. Okay. So I don't know the names of everything exactly, but there's the West Side Betterment. One of my favorite little things is the Ballpark Tavern there. I haven't been there in a couple of years, but it is named the Ballpark Tavern because it used to be right across the street from a ballpark. A AA Cubs team played there in like 1948, 1950. Cool little hint to history there. Seminole in Holland, I used to live over there. I love that the McDaniel Park, and there's like, it keeps going, and there's like a little, just kind of like secret fields. Come on. Okay. Brentwood, I want to luge down the canals. Southern Hills, there are hidden lakes there. Lakes in town, in a neighborhood. Galloway, come on, there's a quarry. Anywhere that has a quarry is good in my book. And then I feel like one great underrated thing is if you go down Grant Street on that bridge going over Jordan Valley area and look downtown, you can get like the downtown plus like the Hammond's Tower area, and it's like one cool skyline. I don't think we think of like it's really pretty. Anyway, let's see, how much time do I got? Am I doing okay? They're in my ear. I'm just about out of time. Okay, let's move on and let's recognize you. Thank you all for what you do for the neighborhoods you're in, for the community as a whole. It's a huge deal. And so now we would like to congratulate this year's NOVA winners. This year's recipients have gone above and beyond, even in the face of adversity and uncertain times. The 2020 NOVA winners are Bissett Neighborhood Association, Chandra Palmer and Derek Palmer. Congratulations. Delaware Neighborhood Association, Nancy Williams. Galloway Village Neighborhood Association, Dwayne Johnson. Grant Beach Neighborhood Association, Doris Hunter and Samantha Hunter. Greater Park Crest Neighborhood Association, Fred Romaine. Heart of the West Side Neighborhood Association, Deliverance Temple Ministries. Meadow Park Neighborhood Association, Donna Clarkson. Midtown Neighborhood Association, Jamie Saratella. Oak Grove Neighborhood Association, Cynthia McCaney. Phelps Grove Neighborhood Association, Eric Pauley. Roundtree Neighborhood Association, Peggy Wise. Tom Watkins Neighborhood Association, Denny Reeves. University Heights Neighborhood Association Jan Peterson, and Weller Neighborhood Association Chuck McClancy, West Central Neighborhood Association Jason Clough, one of those. Woodland Heights Neighborhood Association Janetta Tracy, and Westside Betterment Neighborhood Association Lydia Austin, and Robertson Neighborhood Association Betty Taylor. Congratulations, everybody. Now I'd like to turn it over to Melissa Bondi, Program Director of Corporate and Community Wellbeing for Bass Pro. She will be announcing this year's winners of the Bass Pro Cheering Challenge. Thank you so much for having me, everybody. Here's Melissa.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm really happy to be here tonight. The neighborhood challenge this year was excellent, and even with all the challenge and changes that we faced, the runners had a terrific, exciting opportunity during marathon weekend. So thanks to all of you for making it very special for them. Without further ado, I'm going to tell you what neighborhoods won, what amounts of money this year. Really excited to do that, and a big shout out again to CenturyLink, who helped make this possible. So Galloway Village is going to go home this year with $1,500. They won last year as well and had the most votes. Woodland Heights and Delaware are each going to take home $1,200. Westside is going to take home $1,100. Meter Park, $1,000. We had a good group taking home $800 this year. They tied University Heights, Grant Beach, Robertson, and Brentwood, and again, they're all going to take home $800. And then Roundtree, Greater Parkcrest, Oak Grove, and West Central will each take home $700. That's a total of $12,000 coming back into our neighborhoods. Very excited about that, and again, really thrilled that we got to work with CenturyLink this year. So I'm going to turn it over to Steve Kirks, Senior Manager, Field Market Lead with CenturyLink, the presenting sponsor for the Bass Pro Shops Neighborhood Cheering Challenge.
Thanks, Melissa. CenturyLink is thankful and proud to have been able to serve as the presenting sponsor of Bass Pro Shops Marathon Series Neighborhood Challenge this year. As a presenting sponsor of this outstanding Neighborhood Challenge program, CenturyLink Fiber Internet is excited to assist Bass Pro Shops, the participating neighborhoods, and their volunteers to earn funds for much-needed projects. CenturyLink is committed to being a supportive partner of Springfield and to working to connect our neighborhood organizations, local businesses, and residents. Congratulations to all 13 neighborhood organizations and volunteers who participated this year. You are all winners, and we appreciate you very much. Now, back to Brooke to wrap things up.
Thanks, Steve, and thank you for tuning into our virtual NOVA event. We hope that you enjoyed this unique celebration and felt our sincere appreciation for all that you do to make Springfield such a great place to live, especially during this very long, difficult season. And a big thank you to Air Services for making this virtual event possible. We couldn't have done it without your continued support. And finally, as we wrap up 2020, we invite you to check out Community Partnership's Facebook page over the next 12 days, as we will be highlighting each NOVA winner. We are calling this the 12 Days of Novas, and we hope that you enjoy reading all about the amazing people that were nominated this year. Remember, even though storms come our way, it's not about waiting for them to pass, it's about learning how to dance through them. So thank you once again, and happy holidays.